After that, now you get down into job applications.
Yeah.
Job applications. Whenever a recruiter thinks that you are best fit for that company, the first thing they do is call you, talk to you about the jobs. They explain to you the hiring process, how many rounds of interviews you go through. They will tell you how much salary they will pay you at the end of it. Of course, they give you a range. We pay between 60 and 70, and then it's now up to you to impress those that you are interviewing with. And during the last phase of the interview, your negotiation skills. Of course, they will decide from your experience and how they think the kind of skills you have, how much they will pay you. So those are some of the things.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So how many companies did you interview for, and how long did that take? I think it's something that also people need to understand, that this process requires a lot of patience.
Yeah, it requires a lot of patience. At first, when I started, I interviewed for how many companies were those? I interviewed for a law firm in Tampa. You remember me and Pramod during the marketing process? We interviewed for several consulting companies that were looking for an RPA business analyst, but we were not successful. And that is basically the process of job interviews. Of course, if you are not patient, you will feel like, I have all the skills. I did the interview to the best of my knowledge, and then what is happening? And I feel like that's part of the process. Just be patient. That is yours will usually be yours at the end of it. It just needs for you to be patient. Of course, it's a stressful phase, but when you have people talk to people, like there's a time I was really stressed. I came to Bob. I asked, Bob, man, what's happening? I feel like I'm doing everything the way it's supposed to be done. But it's taking forever. I spoke to Wilfred. Everyone was patience. And that's basically what we did. You're just being patient. Yeah.
All right, cool. So tell us, what is the job? Ulipata job wapi? Which company? Where are you moving?
So I got a job with a company called Copat. Copat is basically a company that works on behalf of insurance companies in America. When you've been involved in an accident, and the car's been written as a total write-off, they don't just take those cars to the yard and scrap them. So Copat comes, picks up the car, and then there are people who buy crashed cars to remove spare parts and those kind of things. That's basically what Copat does. They will take the car from you on behalf of the company. They will take the car from you on behalf of insurance companies, and then they sell them on behalf of insurance companies. And then I think they have a formula on how they divide the money. So that's a company that I'm working with, that I got a job with. The company is headquarters in Dallas, Texas, but they have branches all over the country. So for me, I've been sent to one in Minnesota, in a small in a small city called Hamlet, just 25 minutes north of Minneapolis.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the job there is as a data analyst?
Yes, as a data analyst. It's basically a corporate job. A 9 to 5 kind of work.
Fantastic, man.
Monday to Friday.
You
have the weekend to do whatever you want to do with yourself. Yes.
That's good. That's good. Awesome. So you see the company is Copat. But it's called Copat. You had told me you had also interviewed with TikTok.
I was in the process of interviewing with TikTok, actually. So, but I was interviewing both of them, TikTok and Copat, at the same time.
On when you were doing your graduation?
Yeah, when I was doing my graduation. But Copat, TikTok, because it's a big company, they take a little bit more time to respond to you. But Copat responded to me a little bit faster. And that's what happened. I went with Copat because as much as TikTok is a good company and it's a big company, you basically go with what comes first. And that's what basically what.
And also Copat is good, is big actually.
It's a big company.
They do revenues of like how many?
Upwards of $54 billion a year. That's a big company.
That's a big company.
Yeah,
that's huge.
You are watching Success with Bob Mwiti Show, presented to you by the Kenya Airlift Program. The Kenya Airlift Program is an award-winning education financing scheme that helps bright Kenyan students to pursue graduate studies in North America regardless of their financial background. You can find our programs by going to www.kenyaairliftprogram.com. The Kenya Airlift Program, empowering dreams.
Yeah, so I know there's a lot of people out there watching this, and maybe they want to know, so does the company support you with your immigration documents? Because you just graduated, you got your OPT, yes?
Yeah.
But then again, your OPT, in as much as you are saying it's STEM, it's for 3 years.
It's only for 3 years.
Then what happens?
So the company has a policy that you have to stay with them for 1 year.
Yeah.
After 1 year, then the company will file papers for you.
For you.
Like for me, during the negotiation process was, if they're impressed with me during the 1 year, then they might not even need to file H1B, but they will go directly to the green card. Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Because the reason why I'm asking you this is because it ties back to what we talked about STEM. Imagine you only had 1 year, like your MBA was just for 1 year. You know?
Yeah.
And here, the company that is hiring you is telling you, hey,
you have
come
to
work for us for 1 year, and then we get to see how you are doing,
and then we
we'll
can decide
for you.
Yeah.
You see why that STEM is so important? Because a lot of people keep on asking, like, why STEM? And this is the scenario, exact scenario that you're gonna face. No one out there will actually give you a job. Like even back home in Kenya, for example, if you are getting a job, all this company will say, Lord, we are giving you, in 8 words, there's that period where you are given
like probation period.
Period.
Other TSC probation period.
You are given probation period for someone to look at you and see whether they made the right decision to hire somebody.
Yeah.
There's no way a company will basically hire you, and then they start filing for you the papers, because these papers it costs money to the company.
It's costly for the company.
It's costly. Yeah. So that's why STEM is very, very important. It gives you enough time to showcase what you can do, and gives you enough time, even if things don't work out, then also you have enough time also to look for another job.
Yeah, to look for another job.
Yeah, to look for another job. Because now once you are done with 1 year, and then you don't have anything left, then you are screwed up. You basically have to go back to school to maintain your status
you have to go
as
back
a student. Or you have to go back home if you want to go back home. You know? Yeah, so very, very, very important. I think that's a very important point for anybody out there who is very much interested in what we are doing, and who has been asking like all this STEM thing. That's the answer for you. Yeah. So what, like, you got hired, then when are you reporting? You know,
I report on 10th of next month.
10th of next month.
Yeah.
So yeah, today is 25th.
Yeah,
like
a week or so.
A week, about 2 weeks.
Yeah, about 2 weeks. And then they'll send me back to Dallas for 3 weeks of training. Yeah. And then I'll go back again to Minnesota.
Okay.
Yes.
So your process there could relocate. How does it actually work? So because people also need to understand, like, you know, America is very vast.
America is very big.
Where we are in Florida.
Yeah.
But you're going to Minnesota. It's like moving, if so you are someone from Kenya, where we come from. It's like moving from Kenya to South Africa.
Yeah, from Kenya to
in the same country.
Yeah. Or basically moving from Kenya to North Africa, to maybe Tunisia or Morocco.
Yeah. So how does that process work? So you had a place here that you are staying?
Yeah, I had a place here that I was staying. Of course, I had to give up a lease.
Okay.
I had a lease. In America, we sign a lease, a 1 year lease. It's basically like a contract that is tying you to that place. So so I had to give up my lease.
What do you mean by giving up?
Of course, you have to come up with an agreement with the apartment or with the complex owners.
Yeah.
Of course, it means that I have to pay rent for a whole month that I won't be there.
Oh, okay.
But those are the terms of the lease.
Yeah. For you to move out.
For me to move out.
You have to forego that.
You have to forego that.
Good.
Yes.
And then you told me about like your car.
Yeah.
What happens to it?
Of course, now I've sold the car already. I have to sell the car because in Tampa really there is no snow. You don't need an all-wheel drive car.
Yeah.
My car is not that big. Yeah. So up there you will need a little bit a car that is all-wheel because of the snow and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But of course, transportation I can drive up there.
You can drive actually. It's possible to drive also.
Yeah, it can take me like 2 days.
Keep on driving because here the roads are
roads are nice.
They are big.
Yeah.
So no big deal. You can do like a country road trip.
Or ship the car.
Or ship the car also. That's another option.
Yeah.
It's just that you didn't want to use the car that you have here over there because of the climatic conditions there, because of snow and all that. So you want to go there since now you'll be big,
big bad,
you'll be rolling with the big boys. You need big cars.
Big cars eventually.
Yeah. Finally.
Eventually.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So Nick, as we wrap up this thing, so what would you really tell somebody out there, those who are maybe they are dreaming of coming to America, or maybe they're actually already in the program, or they are studying, right? They haven't graduated. What would you tell them? Like, how is this process? I mean, what would you really tell them?
Basically, what I'll tell them is take advantage of the resources provided by the program.
Yeah.
Sumbua kina Bob kidogo for you to get your resume.
Me by there, I always like students who are who sumbuas in a good way. Like they want things to be done for them. Like, I need this help. I need this. You know. How
like
do I do this?
We met like 4 times to just get that resume tailored.
Yeah.
After that, when you get into job applications, be patient. It will get to a point you feel like, "Ay man, it's not working. What's up?" Just be patient. America is a land of opportunities. It's only that some companies take a little bit more time. And of course, you are not the only one applying for those kind of jobs.
And I always tell people the exact same thing. That you could be good, but maybe they got somebody else who fits a certain criteria. You are still good. It's not like you are bad. And they decided to go with that person.
Yeah, that's true.
So don't catch feelings.
You have been watching Success with Bob Mwiti Show, brought to you by the Kenya Airlift Program. Come back again next time to learn concepts, tools, strategies, and resources on the path of becoming a successful immigrant in North America through real-life experiences. Be sure to subscribe to the Kenya Airlift Program YouTube channel and also follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn.